All right, we're gonna see how everything goes. I'm still trying to get everything kind of copacetic because right now I'm not sure if you can hear the echo, but it feels very echoey. Ooh, there we go. How's everyone doing? Hello, hi. Now that I'm actually sitting here looking at the screen and everything, I definitely need a bits of furniture, just a little room noise, just a little bit. Thank you. Is that how do you pronounce that? Servid? Can I call you Servid? Hello, welcome. So we're gonna be doing some maintenance today. It is a bit echoey in here. It's just kind of how it is. Just Serv is fine. Awesome. How you doing, Serv? So I actually picked up a little stand that I was going to use for my keyboard and mouse, but now that I'm just looking at the screen like this, it's getting used for the monitor, and I'll just buy another one because this one was only like 20 bucks. It's bamboo. Mm-hmm. Actually very nice. Very good quality. A lot better than I thought I'd get. Well, actually, I don't know why. Well, better than anything you can get in the US anymore, that's for sure. So how's everyone doing? Loving life? I'm still trying to get moved in and, you know, comfy down here at this new apartment, but we're slowly getting there. I'm a little stressed out right now, actually, because, what's the word here? There's a bit of work that I still have to do. Like, I need to go to the ward offices, I need to set up my forwarding address, which I was supposed to do yesterday, but, I didn't. So, yeah, alright, we're gonna do some weird stuff. Oh, okay, things are breaking. Give it a second. Okay. What's up? Okay. Hopefully this fits here in this little nice little nook we have going on here. Gonna move the camera. Camera's going over here. Oh no. It might just bear. I can move all my wires and wires and wires. So today's plan, oh Jesus, don't break, is to get started on some art. Come on. There she goes. Okay. Almost there. Ah, bad news. It doesn't fit. Thinking. So I want to try and get the drawing tablet back up and running. Let's see, okay, that's here. Yes, I can. Okay, so this still kind of works. It's not perfect, but oh. Oh. Let's try this. Hang on, I'm big brain. I don't like that there. Camera. Come on. Work with me, please. Okay, this might actually work. All right, resetting the tracking. Wait a second. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so I'm holding it directly at myself right now. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to need a few extra bits of furniture. They sell beanbag chairs, which I'm actually debating on getting. Beanbag chair would fit nicely in this space. Okay, can't see me now. Okay, so this is a bit too close for it. However, I do like the little bit of extra space the bamboo is giving me right now. The problem is I'm literally sitting on the ground with my keyboard and mouse just on my mat on the ground. So things are not working out. Whoopsies. Super well. Let's try again. Because I'm such a fucking Stretch Armstrong. Yeah, that's not gonna work right there. Oh, this might actually work. Hang on. So, thing is, I'm so freaking tall that I kind of have to shrimp a little bit just to reach my stuff. Okay. Working on it. So I did say it's a maintenance stream. I just want to point that out here. Okay. Wires here. Is that going to work for us? I got the futon, which is actually a lot more comfortable than I thought it was going to be. I've got the futon. The problem is I can't set it up against the wall because it has no fucking friction. So what I'm actually trying to do right now, there we go. Hello! What I'm trying to do right now is set up my duffel bag, actually, my military duffel bag. If I fill it with enough stuff, I might be able to prop it up against the wall and use the futon as a beanbag chair, which would actually be kind of snazzy, you know? But yeah, we're more or less moved in at this point. Grab a few bits of furniture. I gotta go to the ward offices within 2 weeks, but I need to go to the post office like today, tomorrow, to set up a forwarding address. But other than that, hi! How you guys doing? You guys been doing okay? Staying safe? Enjoying yourselves? I've been having a pretty stressful couple of days. So, you know, we're just hanging in there, hanging in there. I don't really have any plans to play games right now because, as you see, we just barely got this set up kind of sort of working. I can't really play video games like this. Not right now. Like, I can go back here, lean on the futon in the wall, but then the microphone quality starts probably getting a little bit of buggy. And just it's all over the place right now. But that's fine. So what I want to do, I want to get the drawing tablet hooked up, and the big thing that I want to do today is I want to get started on making art again because I want to get started on art because, you know, I like art. And I want to do some fan art for Hexypup. You guys remember Hexypup, right? Hexypup's very nice. So I have a pose that I like. She said it's okay if I do fan art of her. I don't think she realizes what I'm going to do of her. But at this point, that's more of a skill issue. You know what I mean? I've also started playing Soulframe again. You guys remember Soulframe at all? That new-ish MMO coming out someday by Digital Extremes, same guys that made Warframe. Yeah, I remember Synth gave us a, what's it called? Synthrone gave me a, what's the word? He gave me a key, so I'm in the game. I've been digging around in that a little bit recently, which has been kind of nice. I might also just make a Fugi. We could make a Fugi, actually. That'd actually be a good idea. Because I might end up doing more collabs with people in the future. Hopefully I do. So setting up a Fugi would actually probably be a really good idea. So that way I can PNG tuber whenever I'm not in the mood to shrimp, kind of like how I'm shrimping right now. So that might actually be a pretty solid idea now that I think about it. But let me get my phone charging right now because I am going to the gym. I am hoping to go to the gym today. The reason why I might not be able to go to the post office today is because they're turning on my gas today, which hopefully means I have hot water because right now I don't have any hot water. Super sucks. So hopefully I could get some warm water for the shower because there's nothing I hate more than waking up and having to brace myself before I get into the shower. Just not a fun sensation. You know what I mean? It's not fun. No, it's no good times. Bad times. Bad times. So that goes there. That. Ow, ow. Also, just sitting on the ground, crisscross applesauce hurts my ankles. That's right, I got Bobby ankles. So I might go back. I might go back and get more bamboo stuff so I can have a proper like little desk setup. They sold desks, but they're like proper desks, not floor desks. So yeah. The beanbag chair would only cost about like 70 USD, which is a bit much for, you know, a chair, but it is a beanbag chair. So, you know. And my other concern is actually moving the chair when I'm done with this apartment, because, you know, I'm probably not staying in Japan past this apartment. So it's like, who do I give the chair to? And I think I might have a buddy from the university who would be willing to take it, maybe give me a little bit of cash back on that. So we have options. We have some options. Maybe not a lot of options, but we do have options. Yeah. I can't really do much about the microphone right now because of the way the room is set up. However, as time goes on and I start to kind of populate the space a little bit, I think by sheer nature of existing, it'll start to kind of work itself out. Which is nice. Which is nice. Nice. So, the next thing I have to do is plug in the tablet, which I'm not excited for because this thing has a bunch of cables on it. I've been kind of sort of using it as a headstand for the futon. So many cables and stuff. I'm always kind of scared of the tablet because, you know, drawing tablets have a special kind of tablet face or something. Really easy to scratch is kind of what I'm trying to get at here. Like, you're not even supposed to touch it with bare skin because human oils will screw up the finish on it and cause all kinds of problems and whatnot. But we make do with what we got. What we have is not much. That's gonna go there. That's gonna go there. Give me that. Give me that. It's gonna be a day, ladies and gents. So, plus, I just don't know where I'm gonna put the tablet when I'm not actively using it right now, because there's not a lot of space around. Not a lot of space. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. So that goes there. Here's where things get weird. I've set up my desktop in a really stupid way, but again, I don't have much space. Don't have much. Okay. And there goes the camera. Everything's going all over the place. That's just great. Okay. Let's see now. Where do you go? You go right here. The microphone might fall off the table, so if you guys all suddenly hear a bang crash, that's what. I sit up there. Oh Jesus! I swear this is looking more and more like a fire hazard by the second. There. Where's the last cable? That was not one. There it is. Come on, come on. You hate me life. There we go. Okay. Fix the camera again. There we go. Back into place. I basically got the microphone prop up against the wall. Okay. There we go. Nothing's exploding. Where's my water? There's my water. Thirsty. I also have to clean up downstairs. So yeah, it's been a couple of days. It has been a couple of days. So there, and we're gonna plug in a tablet here, and we're gonna hope for the best. All right, things are gonna go a little buggy for a second. There it goes. Okay. So next thing I need to do, I need to turn on this specific program. Right down here, that one. There. So now I should be able to make use of the tablet. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much drawing right now because, again, I need to have my back propped up against something or I just suffer. So give me the actual pen here. The bright side is the next move is going to be a bit easier because I plan on just selling majority of the stuff I have right now. So the tablet, selling it. The computer, selling it. The monitor, guess what? Selling it. Because, there we go. Just too much stuff to move with. And also, the PC is starting to get out of date because at this point it's like 4 years old. So, you know how it is. You know how it is. Alright, drawing tablet. It works. Ooh, she survived the trip, ladies and gents. Lovely. Let me see here. So, let's go. Let's do some quick sketchery to make sure everything works correctly. Actually, we'll just leave the category as is. Over here. Look at that. I was working on a thing before the move. So we're gonna do real fast. We're just gonna. How about a square? Square. Is there any squares in here? Survey says no. So what we'll do is we'll make this. Was it 1,000 by 1,000, and then just crank the resolution. Probably for the best. Sure, that's on right now. We'll put the 600 dpi, and look at that. It's incredible. Yeah, because my back is already getting tired. I already have enough back problems as is. And look, I can only lean. I have to lean back like this. What if I did this? No, no. Okay, the camera really doesn't want to work for me today. I get away with this. Can I get away with leaning a little this way? So I can get somewhat comfy. My legs are gonna be hanging off the ladder. Oh no. Okay. So this kind of works, but it will wear on my shoulder. The camera is going to be a problem. Everything's going to be a problem. That's so yeah, this is what I mean when I say everything. Oh, it's all slippy slidey too. There's no grip. Let me look at the camera real fast. That's why. Okay. Shouldn't move now. Seems like it came unscrewed. All right. That goes there. All right. There we go. That way. So I'm also might just order a hardback chair off Amazon, like a floor chair or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, look at that. Wow, wow. So next thing we need are reference images, and yeah, I definitely need a hardback chair. We could also play Monster Hunter Wilds. I was actually been wanting to get into Monster Hunter Wilds again because Monster Hunter Wilds. Why not, right? Wow. Ooh, that's buttery. It's very buttery. So, yeah. How you guys doing? Is everyone loving life, staying safe? I have been just having a bully of a time trying to get into that there gam apartment too. Let me grab a reference image actually for myself. Put that right there for now. I don't even know what to draw. Like I'm thinking of what to make the food. I thought. What do I even draw? That is a question. I've actually been looking at a couple of artists lately, as usual. I've been seeing stuff and I'm just like, wow, that's so cool. How do I do that? And I just don't know, dude. I don't know. Scroll, 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 scroll. Because I saved something somewhere. I saved a GIF. Actually, no, I know where I can look for it. It's gonna be in the Discord someplace. Do 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 do. There it is. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Bum 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 bum. Somebody stab me in the chest, please, and fucking thank you. Okay. I really like this art style. I'm just not sure how to replicate it. So, as usual, we do our best, right? You guys cannot see the reference because it's technically copyright. I think it is. I don't know. So we'll do our best. The model is going to do model shenanigans. I'm sorry, but yeah, still lots of learning to do. I haven't been able to do much art shenanigans since I started packing, doing the move and stuff because I kind of had to deal with um all this, moving nonsense. So we do the best we can. We do the best we can with what we have. Shrimping so bad. Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Mm, I need to turn the AC on. I've been having trouble with the AC a bit too because it's a bit too cold, and I'm trying to be energy conscious because I'm a cheap little bastard. I'm a cheap man. So I don't want to spend more money than I really need to. So, yeah, you know how it goes. So, jeez, how do we do this? I don't even know. Let's start by getting colors, I guess. So, a good brown. I'm probably going to have to change it again soon because I'm getting close to being done with the model. Like, not done, but like, close to done. So, let me look at myself here. That's gonna be my right eye. So we're just gonna try and make life work for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna try and make life work. Remember, I'm still very much a novice, so there's going to be a lot of there's going to be a lot of growing pains. A lot of that nonsense, but it's okay. Is okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm already kind of freaking the fuck out a little bit here. So I'm also trying to think of how we can solve the echoey problem. Because I know it's going to bother me soon too. It's going to bother me. It's probably going to bother y'all. We can try and lower the sensitivity of the microphone. That might work a little bit. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of growing pains here. Oh, yes, there is. A lot of growing. Let's try this instead. So I'm also trying to get back into just the flow of things. Let's do this. Eyes go here. What are my eyes even shaped like? Do 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 do. It's getting hot as hell in here. Hang on, let me go turn the AC down a couple of Celsius. I set it to 27, but I'm starting to sweat. So give me 1 second, y'all. There we go. And I brought the remote with me too this time. Pen, tablet, nothing to sit on. Eyes. Eyes, 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 eyes. So you can also tell I'm low key freaking out just a tad. Just a tad. That's okay. I've been getting a little bit more sleep recently. Just a little bit. I'm a little nervous about that because one thing I've never actually told too many people is I have a weird thing where if I get too much sleep, my eyes will start to hurt. Which is weird enough on its own. Is weird enough on its own, but it also has a kind of sister issue where if I keep getting too much sleep, I will just exist with constant headaches. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. I would just have a constant, like, 3 out of 10 headache forever if I sleep too much, which is just awful. Like, it's not awful, awful. Like, I can deal, but it's like, bruh, why? I have no idea why that happens. I tried to get the army to do something about it, but they're like, LOL, you've never come to us before about this, so it clearly doesn't exist. And I'm like, okay, I guess. I guess it doesn't fucking exist. We need a peach flavor here. Peachy, peachy, peach. What's good skin tone? That's not skin tone. That's also not skin tone. Is this a skin tone? No, it's not. Dehydration? Nah, I wish it was. Believe me, I drink water like a mother heifer. No, I just have headaches. It's really weird. Like, it stops as soon as I become sleep deprived. Like, if I have a bad night's sleep, that's it. It stops in its tracks. It's really weird. There we go. That looks like skin. Mm. Do 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 do. Bum bum. So I couldn't really tell you why it happens, to be honest. It kind of just does. And we exist with it. I haven't had them for a couple of years now because I've been sleep deprived for a couple of years. Wee! See that, folks? We call that depression. We're going to call this the skin layer for now. I'm going to do a lot of work on this off stream because otherwise it's just going to be boring. I don't plan on streaming for super long today because, again, my back, but also clean up downstairs because there's going to be gasmen in here doing gasman stuff, and they're going to look at this room and they're going to be like, damn. And I got to go to the gym. I got to go to the post office. I also have to go and get a whole bunch of yen for a down payment on the gas bill. Fucking stupid. But we keep on keeping on. Keep on. Is what it is. What it is. But on the bright side, I have been talking to people outside of stream for once. Wow. Brandy's actually been talking to people. Incredible. Okay, let's just do the eyes. We'll do the hair like last. Sides look like. Oh, you know. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the things I have to do today. Ah, just tired, tired, tired. No straight roads. Ow, ow, ow! My fucking ankles, my ankles. I'm basically using my mouse pad as a footrest now. How much this ground hurts. Right. Floor indeed feels like floor. Unfortunately. Having a more of a sketched out look will probably help this mess too, to be honest. But you know how it is. Everything will be okay. And the reason why I've been able to get enough sleep is because I've just been taking naps like all the time lately. Like, I'll come back from the gym, I'll take a shower, clean up. All right, time for a nap. I'll go out into the city, pick up a little thing to set my monitor on. Okay, time for a nap. Bored and I don't know what to do with myself. All right, time for a nap. So See, I like how the green eyes came out. Unironically, they actually came out not bad. So let's be special. Copy them into their own layer. So I'm just stressed about a lot of stuff too. As usual. When am I not stressed? We're gonna up the tolerance by a lot. Close gap as well. A lot of it. Nope, not that much. 100% tolerance is too much. Apparently 70%'s not enough though. Okay, but 80 is where we cross the line. 77? Oh, how about 78? All right, 78. We just immediately jump to the entirety of the screen. Multiple, refer to layer. I just got rid of close gap. Oh, still 78. See, that kind of works. Apply to connected pixels only. No. Ah, there we are. We're almost there. What we can do now is we can color it in, color it in, color it in. Now we can kind of sort of do some stuff here. Watch this. Big brain. Expand by 1 pixel while rounding out the edges. Because my brain is big. No Warframe for a bit. Hello, Catchy. How you doing? How's life treating you? Sorry we've been gone for so long. Been trying to move it, you know? I even want to know what the cream pie redeem is. You're free to redeem it. You are free to redeem it, sir, at your discretion. Mind, I will make fun of you, though. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Been a bit rough. How are you? We are hanging on for dear life, sir. I've been moving into my apartment here in Tokyo. I've got a bit of work to do still. Ah ha ha, he did the cream pie redeem. Oh no, it was Sim. Damn it, no! Synth, I was gonna trash on him. I was gonna make fun of him. I've been doing my best to move into Tokyo proper. I'm almost done. Few bits of paperwork and bureaucracy, and then I'll more or less be moved in, I guess. So, yeah. Big L. Yeah, I just got cream pied. It's like I said, like I've been saying, we're not gonna go for a super long stream today because I'm literally sitting on the ground. We're not able to lean on anything. It is suffering. It's been too long. It has been. You should stop by more often. But, but, it doesn't really matter now. We're here, and we're just kind of doing our own thing. As I'm still trying to learn how to just do art anything. Yeah. The issue I'm having right now is starting and ending are too thick. Oh, that's actually a lot better. Yeah, let's try this now. I haven't had the internet, so it's been hard to watch on Twitch. Why haven't you had internet? Are you in those storm zones? Are you a part of the storm zones that have been happening recently around the U.S.? Because that would make a lot of sense. Slower to stabilization. My hands are a bit shaky right now, though. So, very shaky. I think it's the caffeine and a bunch of other stuff. give up on it for a bit. Also, we did pass for the semester. No, it's not that. Oh, don't worry. As long as things are better, everything will work out, right? I'm going to assume everything's better. Going to assume. I have been making friends inside the streaming sphere, which I'm very happy about. Been making all kinds of friends and stuff. Mm. So things been going. No, not like that. I want this thinner. You can actually see my hand shake a little bit when I just kind of hover here. Mm-hmm. See the other issue. Yep, we're using a hard eraser here. No, not like that. Instead, no, I want maximal density. It's too large. Hardens a bit. There we go. That's it. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So once I get properly situated here in the apartment with a chair, which I might just order off Amazon because I didn't see any chairs that I liked at the place I was at except for the beanbag chair. I want to do a celebration stream. Just a long 8-hour stream to celebrate moving into the apartment. I don't know what the last thing I told you about my current life, but I went off to trade school, government shut down, and now you're in a group home. I remember the trade school bit. I remember the trade school bit. I was excited for you. Excited for you. It sounds like that didn't work out. I don't. Well, I don't remember though. Are you in the U.S., Catchy? I really hope you're not. What's going on in the U.S. right now? Just ain't it. It just ain't it, fam. Hard times. Hard times. Hard times for everybody. But I'm hoping things get better soon for her. This brow here goes out a bit too far. But positive thoughts, right? Positive thoughts. Happy thoughts. Here in the US, yeah, that's what I thought. Hmm. I wish I was born here, unfortunately. Yeah, so was I. So was I. Hopefully, better times ahead. Hopefully, better times ahead. I hope things get better, Catchy. At the very least, you do have a roof over your head for the moment, right? So there's a W in there. I've been trying to look on, the happier aspects, the positives more often lately. I've been trying, failing, but trying. The naps have been doing a lot to carry my mood lately. They've been doing a lot. So, yeah. Some of my friends are really happy about that. Which also reminds me, I went to the Pokemon Center in Shibuya the other day because Shibuya is where I got my nice little thing right here, whatever that's called, bamboo or something. I went to Shibuya and that place was fucking empty. Like, Jesus Christ, empty. So I went to the Shibuya Pokemon Center because I've been wanting to go for a bit, but it's always just swamped with people. However, apparently one of the major rail lines in Tokyo is down right now. So Shibuya itself was basically just empty, empty. So I got to go, and as I was looking around, I found a shiny Marshadow plush. I didn't get it, but I didn't know they did shinies. Unfortunately, I can't afford to leave this country. Most people can't. Fortunately. Unfortunately. We play the hand we are dealt. Sa We play the hand we are dealt, unfortunately. But I imagine things are going to get better soon. Hopefully. Gotta stay positive, right? Gotta keep looking at the positives. Gotta keep looking at the positives. The bright sides, you know what I mean? We have here and now. So, yep. I passed most of my classes. Technically, Japanese 1 doesn't count because, I dropped out, but whatever. Whatever. So I should get my transcript soon. I can push those off to my home university, and I might have a bachelor's degree. I'm almost done with the model as well. Almost done with that. And by almost done, I mean I'm kind of frustrated to the point where I might just publish it anyways. So, yeah. But happy thoughts. I've played every hand possible, taken every risk, and sometimes you still lose. In the words of the great Picard from Star Trek, that is not. What is it? That is not your fault. That's just life. Sometimes you do everything right, you still lose. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You just have to kind of keep trying after a point, my guy. You gotta keep trying. Just give it time. Things will things will wrap around. It'll buff. It will buff. So it'll buff out if you just give it time. I'm trying to get the lower eyelid. Napoleon once said, "No risk or no reward." Correctamundo, sir. And sometimes this roll snake eyes. Which is actually one of the things that happened over this weekend. A friend of mine offered me a job. They said they might be able to get me a job at their work, and I've declined for now. But the option's there, door's there. So, yeah, I'm very tempted on that, to be honest. Being able to get work again would it'd be nice. Like actual work. You know what I mean? So I'm debating on it. I'm keeping that one in my back pocket for now. I don't plan on taking it right now because I also genuinely don't think they could swing me a job. They might actually be able to, but we'll see. Depends on how things go over the next couple of months because they've talked about the VA again and get rid of VA comp for my conditions. So your boy might be homeless again soon. So try not to stress about that too much. But having that lifeline is really nice. It's very nice to have. So you just gotta keep at it, Catchy. You just gotta keep on keeping on. Things will work out if you just keep on. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing, to be honest. And my leg is also going numb. Wee, numb leg. I can go like that. I'm still very much trying to learn my tools here. As I've said before, it is a poor craftsman who blames his own tools. I am doing my best to live by that phrase. Doing my best. Right now I'm propped up on one hand, leaning back. Let's see how this looks. This looks actually not bad to me, but we'll find out here in a minute. What do you think? Does that look like me at all? Sufficiently tired-eyed? This is eyes. Whoopsies, where's everything going? There it is. Eyes. Ow, ow. Pinchy hair, pinchy hair. Stress. Stress, 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 stress. We can go into here. We're going to make the iris now. Iris. It's Iris. I don't know how that hashtag got in there, but it's in there now. So, fiery orange. Okay. I've been also planning on going over the eyes. But for now, right now, let's kind of do that. You know, just give the impression. The loathing. What's this? That's the outline. We'll just label that as hoodie. So what do you think? Olive green? Olive green. Like I said, I'm going to do a lot of work on this off stream, add in detail and whatnot. Just getting the overall form factor together, I guess. You know. Form factor first, detail when I'm able to lean back and take my time. Because we're not really here for a long day today. So let's get the overall. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. Problem is, I just don't really know how to do hair that much. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. Get it. Like, I understand the general gist, right? Like, what if you just stop trying so hard? Like, I get it, right? Strand goes there. There's like strands in the back here. Strand, 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 and then it all kind of merges in. But it really doesn't work properly, does it? Well, okay. Never mind. It looks like we figured out the sauce. Clean it up a bit. The drawing professor, by the way, is a very harsh critic. She accidentally, keep in mind, she said this accidentally, but when she saw my final, she literally said, "This was poorly done." And I'm just like, damn, that fucking hurts. Like, I get it, you said that accidentally, because she immediately tried to adjust course on that. But it was like, damn, man. which is also a part of the reason why I didn't stream for a few days. It's because I was just like, damn, after hearing it. You know what I mean? I imagine anyone would be a little spicy dicey after hearing. Damn, this hair looks fucking stupid, doesn't it? Awful. Awful, 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 awful. Like, I see how they did it, right? I'm looking at the thing, and they did it in 2 layers. They did it in two. They did that in 2 layers. No. How did they do that? So what they've... So they have... They did it in 2 layers. Then they deleted a part of it. That's what they would have had to have done. So what they did is they did the background first, which would be like our little extraneous hairs here, except it cuts off. Except it cuts off like right here. It cuts off right. Cuts off there, and then they go to the front, which has all the bangs and stuff. It does that. Okay. We're gonna just save this as Fugi work in progress stuff. We're gonna call this a Twitch asset. Watch asset. Hope it rains. I would really love some rain. Just gonna leave that. So I don't want. I don't want to look at it anymore. This here. PC is getting hot. It's fine. Give me a second here. So where are we going to put the tablet? I want to turn on some soul frame. See if we can generate some nonsense after that. So cable here. We're just going to move that there. Okay. Once we get more set up, things will make sense again, hopefully. Hopefully. Alright, that can just go over there for now. Okie dokie. My leg is numb, my leg is numb. What is this? It's a cable. Ah. It's the cable I just unplugged. Wow, crazy how that works. Here. Lots on my mind, though. Lots and lots and lots. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Okay. Swap up here for a second. We're gonna pop this soul frame category. Soul frame. Thank you. And I'm gonna grab my password. Because they've made me and us and this person. You can't log into it automatically like you can in Warframe. But I can't use my normal password that I normally use for Warframe and stuff as well, so I don't even have it. Oh, that's very numb. So I can't even do the normal thing that I do where I just kind of crank out the same stuff, which I know is kind of dumb. Soulframe. You guys remember Soulframe at all? Oh, yeah. I might just upload this as the Fugi for now, or just PNG it. Play Soulframe for a little bit, just a little bit though, mind you. Got a lot of stuff to do. Like as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna go to the convenience and pick up lunch, dinner, and breakfast. Because I don't have a fridge, so I can't store perishables. I've been meaning to get eggs though, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. Unlike in America, you don't need to refrigerate eggs here, which cool, very nice. Because I do have a pot. We have a pot. Video game. Nope, blocking that. There we go. There we go. Give it a minute. There she is. We're going to see a little bit of buggy off the screen for a minute because it really doesn't like it when you alt-tab. Why do I have a message? Because shadows. So let me also bring the stream up on my phone. Phony wony. Because I don't want to go to McDonald's again for lunch. I'm kind of sick and tired of McDonald's right now. I fucking hate it. I already hate McDonald's just as a rule of thumb. Get rid of that because I don't want to look at it. Turn off the volume. You should be playing. There she goes. Okay. Can I actually use my controller for this? Will you let me use my controller, dang? Survey says. Survey says no. She will not take my controller right now. So suffer in silence, I guess. So yeah, you can see the burn-in on screen. It normally goes away if you just do that. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Sure. Yeah, but I've mostly been doing in Soulframe lately is I've been trying to farm out more materials because that is a bit loud. Yeah, thank you. And bowling for dipshits. Oops. I'm playing with my mouse on the floor, so all my muscle memory is basically gone right now. Kill me. Come on. There she goes. It plays basically like Duviri. There she goes. Come on. There you go. Stupid bastard. Let's go. So it plays basically like Duviri does in Warframe, just minus the overall decree system. So you might think that's positive, you might think that's negative, depending. I kind of like it. It's nice in its own way. You know what I mean? But my main frustration right now is actually leveling up the blacksmith. So if you want to get various items and stuff, if you want to get like the newest sharp object or something, you need to level up your blacksmith. Think of it kind of like mastery rank in Warframe. Is my volume on? Let me turn on my receipt. There we go. Should be a little bit better. Hello. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. It's kind of like the mastery system in Warframe, where you need to build weapons and gain mastery experience to build newer, higher tier weapons. The problem is because of how Soulframe is content-wise right now, there's not a lot for you to build, so you kind of have to completion it for really everything, which not a good time. Like, I'm trying my best to do that. I love that bowling feature. That bowling is so nice. I'm trying to do that. However, I'm just not getting the drops I need to do. Oopsies. Nope. Oopsies. Excuse you. Please stop. Okay. So I haven't really been able to get all that sweet stuff yet. Where are we going? We're going all the way over here, looks like. I do like the revive system, though, how you basically just have to... Ooh, that's a bad light on my computer. How you basically just kind of have to do... You just kind of fly back instead of... Stop that, please. I'm also still learning parries a lot. Halberd's a bit weird to work with. They also added the bow. I haven't messed with the bow too much because I kind of like the polearm. Polearm just kind of works for me, you know what I mean? It just kind of bops in some way. Give me shiny, give me shiny. Yep, they give you shinies. So I think what I need right now is mostly items from the Dark Undercity. So not where we're going right now, but a different space entirely. I really don't know anything about the game. And they also took away my map recently, and I was making fun of Hexy the other day because she was looking for the blacksmith, and I was helping her find the blacksmith, but she hadn't unlocked her map. And now I feel stupid because I haven't unlocked mine either. And I can't find any of the unlock my map please items. So you know how it is. We're gonna be spicy real fast. We're gonna be slick with it. This is what we call hiding. That's the word. It's been forever since. The nice thing is these guys are stupidly underleveled, and we're not. One thing I do really like about Soulframe is they have taken the lessons of Warframe, and there's no more serration. Instead, your weapons level up. Where'd that go? Yeah, thank you. Instead, your weapons level up and gain damage when they level up. Yeah, you can see I'm having a little bit of trouble with my mouse at this weird angle. This, thank you. And you can also see I have a lot of the same fucking fragments for the same items because I've just been farming everything for months and still haven't really gotten much of anywhere. So we're gonna go into the Undercity here. This is just a quick, what do they call them in Elden Ring? No, Elder Scrolls. They call them Radiant Quests. These are basically a Radiant quest. You go around the world, you do world stuff, and then you get sent into the Undercity to do Undercity stuff. Like this. I also would have bought another. I was thinking I was going to buy another one of these little stool things that I'm using right now to sit my monitor on. But I felt really bad because I bought a pillow as well, and I was a stupid bastard, and I did a whole fucking foreigner thing, and accidentally grabbed the display pillow instead of the actual pillow. And I still feel so bad for that guy because he offered to go get me the actual pillow and then did, and he had to put back the display pillow after I took it down like an absolute fucking idiot. And I'm just like, no, I'm sorry, man. I just kept saying I'm sorry. He spoke great English too, so I didn't even have to keep saying "Gomen" inside. I just kept going, I'm sorry. It was also a good thing I was wearing my stupid foreigner getup because I have like 3 outfits. I normally only wear one of them, but today I was like, I'm gonna wear blue jeans, which is basically my foreigner camo. So yeah, I don't think he realized I kind of sort of live here now. Only kind of though. I don't really view it as me living in Tokyo. I more view it as me staying around perhaps a bit longer than they appreciate. So, yep. I really want to get a house. Like the entire process for getting this apartment really, really makes me want to get a house. Because like it was a whole ass pain in the ass to get this apartment. It was just dreadful. Sorry, swapping how I'm sitting because this is wild and uncomfortable. So it was a wildly unfortunate process that I did not appreciate at all. I need to get all these quenching acids because if I can get 25 of them, I think 25, I'll finally have enough to build a new item. And that's also the other thing that has me super frustrated, by the way, is I have all the items I need. Blueprints, consumables, everything. I have everything I need for a bunch of tier 2 and tier 3 items, but I can only craft tier 1. Actually infuriating. Huh. Where's that going? Don't know where that one's going. So actually kind of frustrating. But yeah, this entire process was just so annoying, obtuse, and brain dead that like, dude, I wish I could just bought a house for this. Because at least I'd have the house instead of me paying somebody else to temporarily stay in their domicile. Share. But we take our L's where we find them, just like our W's. At the very least, I have a roof over my head now, so I'm able to go to the next semester. Where are you going? Because you kind of have to aim these. They mostly go where you want them to go. You do need to aim a little bit. I don't think I wanted that. Okay, that's a lot. They are on some business with Soulfriend. I hope it takes off the same way Warframe did. Really do. Ah, that's what we're supposed to do. Okay. So now, yep, that'll knock down the bridge for us. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I have some hopes for Soulfriend. At rude ass, he's got dual swords. I want those. Hello, goodbye. Oh, your shinies. So, yep. I heard a guy around here. Ah, there you are. Hi, friendo. Oh, two bogas. You go. There she goes. Like I have the fire sword blueprint. I have all the materials for the fire sword, but it's a fucking tier 3 weapon, so I can't make the fire sword. Nope, wrong one. Heal real fast. I definitely don't like how the potion system works. So the way the potion system works, it's kind of Bloodborne rules, where the potions will drop from enemies, but they're hard consumables. So you can just run out of healing items, and that'll be that. Definitely don't like that. That's not my favorite. Nope, wrong button. So definitely don't like that. That's definitely not a W for me. But I'm sure they'll change as time goes on. More scrap iron. Even more iron. Ooh. Shrimping hard right now. So this should be the exit. Yes, it is. It's also a parkour room. Or it was. It was the last time I played. I played it like a year ago. And guess what? I have more blueprints for the Great Helm of Mora, but I still can't build it. Chest. Give me the chest. Can't build that either. Tier 2. So that is legitimately my biggest pinch point with the game so far. Is I wish I could get my hands on these new items a bit easier. But it's also so early in the game's life cycle and development cycle that I really can't begrudge them that much for it. It's still frustrating, but when you think about it from that perspective, it's like, okay, it makes some sense why it's like that. Whoopsies. So I imagine as time goes on, they're going to add more base weapons and stuff to the game that you can build, making it a lot easier to kind of bumble your way into the next few tiers. So, you know. You know. Can I get some swag? Can I build it? Here's my blacksmith. I also hope they let us customize this area. I really hope they do, because I think it's stored client side. So, can't build this. I need 25 to build this, and I think it'll set me to level 2. I've already built this a couple times. Can't build this, rank 2. Rank 2. Rank 2. Rank 2. You can see the frustrating. Here's the fire sword, rank 3. I have everything I need. 3. 3. Guess what? It's fucking 3. And then a whole bunch of stuff that I either rank 2 or haven't gotten enough of yet. Like this dagger that I just saw is rank 2, so I'm going to bitch about that too. I hope they add 2-handed swords too. That'd be so cool. Stickwick's Crest. That looks nice. But, as I said, it's a bit of a pinch point. He's a very, very... So, for the future of the channel, though, once I have the chair and I'm able to kind of comfortably play video games, do art stuff, without slouching here or trying to contort myself into some position that's vaguely tolerable, then I plan to do... I want to do a little bit of a celebration stream, a little bit of a happy slappy stream. We just kind of celebrate being alive, I guess. An 8-hour stream where we celebrate the apartment and just everything. You know what I mean? I'm looking for... There's a tree around here someplace. Because I was listening to Hexy the other day. What the chat showed us, if you find a tree with a spear in it, you can pull the spear out and Bob's your uncle. You have a portion of the map. I've yet to find any of those trees. I haven't walked around too much because this is just kind of one of those things where I think you're supposed to organically find it. And I haven't organically found it. So, yeah. Look, I think there's one nearby. I'm also trying not to be too loud because I think my neighbors might be able to hear me because I can hear the fuck out of them when they come home or go to work. I can hear them. I'm not going to complain to them. I think that I'm not going to complain to them about it because one, I don't think they speak. Two, they're definitely doing more of their lives than I am. So yeah, still kind of annoying though. Because like this morning they ended up waking me up by slamming around and throwing a bunch of stuff, and I was like, what the fuck? So that was no bueno. There. Aha! Goodbye, gentlemen. Look at that baby. Just poke him in the throat. Poke you in the throat. And there you go. Halberds, by the way, are the best weapon for these kinds of engagements. Can I open this? Open the chest. Let me open the chest. Yeah, buddy. Trash and that gave us a bunch of stuff. Good, 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 good. So it seems like I'm kind of stuck in that weird space where you kind of just need to have played the game for a while in order to start building stuff, which is kind of a hard position to be in right now. Whee! This is a map. Yes. You pull the evil-looking spear of destiny out of the tree. I hope we get to use that spear. It looks sick as fuck. Fuck. There we go. Now we have a map. At least a portion of a map. Ew. Looky, looky. So, yeah. We also need, if I can just find one more quenching acid. So I imagine the game will be a lot more populated in the future. So right now it is obviously a little on the empty side. Just a little bit. What's going on over here? This place looks nice and evil. Part where my shoulder blades meet my neck is starting to evil. Is this another map tree? I'm just kind of bumble. Yes, it is. Map tree, map tree. Gimme, 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 gimme. Skip that. Damn, they were just right on top of each other, weren't they? So that's the symbol. So is that what Hex he was looking at? I don't see them. I might just be stupid, though. Very real possibility. Yeah. So I'm hoping to have some engaging streaming stuff together soon. In his throat. I definitely do have upstairs neighbors because I can hear them stomping around right now. So they can also probably hear me right now. Hopefully I don't upset them too much. Hopefully. Bunny rabbits and another little chest. Silly silk. Life elixir, which is our health pots. I think the most I can hold is 5. We've wound up in a place. That is one thing I don't like about the game too, is your quest journal and everything. It was, well, how do I describe this? Location names and stuff are obscured until you find enough information about an area, which is kind of a good idea. I like that. That's interesting. But so is your quest journal and basically everything else, which I don't like. To me, that's a bit extra. Like, don't obscure the quest journal. There we go. Still learning the parry windows and everything. But, yeah. I also hope we get a modding system or something. I want to do crazy stuff. Very swampy, isn't it? See if we can find anything interesting. There's a chest over here. Those little blue things hold resource caches. This is another thing that I actually am happy about the game right now, is unlike in Warframe, actually hitting the containers is kind of important. Huh? Is kind of important right now. You can't reflect those. Nope. There you go. Goes heal real fast. Just pop that right there, and now you have a resource cache. leather, quenching acid. Please tell me it's 25. No, it only gave us one. Bruh. I want to build that one thing. I don't even know what it is I'm building. I think it's rare or something. It's some kind of arm. Bowling. I call it bowling for dipshits. It's like my favorite. Stop that. Come here. Come here, Doge. Thank you. There you go. So the thing is, quenching acid is normally underground, so we're probably in like the wrongest place. Oh yeah, the other reason why I stopped playing Soulframe for a bit is I got locked outside of the map and I couldn't be bothered to call the devs. So yeah, that one's on me. That one's on me. There, that's it. That one is definitely on me. It's still kind of funny. So I basically waited until they added a whole new area of the game. I was like, aha, I'm technically in bounds now. Whee! And then, I was able to kind of walk around and do stuff. Bowling! Yeah, he died. Is this what I think it is? I don't know what it is. Definitely don't like the music thing. It's kind of annoying. 10 minutes grace amplified. Still don't know what that does. I think it's I think it's a booster of some. What does that even mean? Is it like a drop booster? Is it a damage booster? Is it a magic booster? EXP. Hard to say, folks. Hard to say. What's going on here? I want to find the boss fight because there's a couple boss fights in the game right now. There's a secret one. There's a air quotes secret one that I was trying to get the last time I played Soulframe, but then, as usual, things came up. So stop that. Come here. And you grab your butt. There he goes. Quenching acid. No. There's also merchants that sometimes just pop up. They kind of pop up randomly. I don't know how to figure that out. So, you know. You know. What is this? That's what I want to know right now. What's going on with y'all? Ah, that looks nice and evil. Very nice. Definitely doesn't tell us what it is, though. But you can find those little things. It's actually one right over there. Or it's either the sun. Oh, hello, sir! He gives you radiant quests for one of the guilds. There's only one so far. Syndicates? You know what I mean. There's just also random glowy bits for some reason. Stuff over to our right. I want to check back here. Nothing good so far. Take care of this. You get items if you break these. So that will you gain experience and a nice little explosion. Which, still positive. Ah, slime monster. They added these recently. Go away. Huh? Uh-oh. Read the thrusting damage, it looks like. Slime creature. They're apparently called slugs or something. I like slime creature more. Chest. Quenching acid. Aquatics. Quicksilver. Damn it. More slime. Hello. Ooh, 2-for-1 deal. Look like there's too much. Yeah. Round? No. This used to be a ranged attack, but I think they got rid of that. Kind of disappointing. I liked that range attack. It was cool. But I think people might have relied on it too heavily. Or maybe they just didn't feel like it fit in the game anymore. Either or. Either or. So I'm starting to learn a little bit more about the game. I'm excited. I really want this game to pop out. Whoa, they're chunky. We can handle them for the most part. There she goes. There we go. See, we can handle them. Just they're a bit, beefier and more damaging. Silly Silk, Life Elixir, some Drax, nothing else. Maybe this boat has a trade-on, maybe. The enemies do seem to be divided up based on location. So, different locations, higher levels. Yeah. Seems to... Oopsies. No, bad doge. Bad. Stop that, stop that. It also seems like we are trying to play with Dark Souls rules where every enemy is a threat. Fortunately for us, not so much. Drax, Life Elixir, Crypt. I have no clue what those do. Maybe they're like a boss room key or something. This. Graphite. More Elixir. Dendrite Leaf. Maltwood. Sprig. Cryptonics. Oh, hello, gentlemen! Oh, you're level 30s. Nope. Okay, yep. That tracks. Where's home for us? Right over here. You can dash as the sparrow, by the way. It's kind of nice. Although we might be a bit of a distance off. There is a timer for reviving yourself. It's pretty generous, though. Like, we're still just kind of going. And the game's still not really mad at us. Here, and right through here. No, sir. Thank you. Nope. Nope. It's such a good movement skill, by the way. Just being able to move the enemies around like that. There. Yeah! More Life Elixir. Another Crypt Key. I don't want Crypt Keys. I want Acid. Oh. Oopsies. Really hope we get Sword Board too. Pick it up. He's gonna try. Come here. There he goes. Sounds like there's one more. Hello, Shaw. Come on. Come on. It really is more methodical gameplay. Nope. Come on. There. Is there any items around here? Survey normally says yes. It is dark in here, that's for sure. Dark. Spooky. Oh, is that a glitch or a murder hole? We go. This tower sucks. There's nothing inside of it. Decorate your tower at the very least, dude. Like a bookshelf or something. Please. We're still going. Holy moly. Ah. Top floor yet? We are. Wouldn't you know it? There's a bunch of fuck all in. What the fuck? Damn, that's rude as fuck. Just imagine building this gigantic tower and then putting nothing in it. Oh my goodness. And now we gotta walk all the way down. As you can see, there is fall damage, and yes, you can die to it. What about around here in these extraneous areas? Oh, hello! No. No. There he goes. Here. No. This will also highlight interactables. Damn, there really ain't nothing here. What the fuck? Oh, off. Mm. Alright, what about you? Have anything for me now? Lady? Rose's Bodwin, we need a sacred shimmer. Don't know how to get that. Can't build. Still can't build. Yep, that's great. Oh, we can get a sorted board. No, that's just a sword. No board. Hmm. Oh yeah, this is shining for some reason. I remember Hexy came over here, and for well met Brandy, an ancient tree of the fae can reply, where kindness and honor be never denied. No bashing or trashing, keep real world out, raising game issues is fine, helping new voice is finest. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can just post stuff. Type help in chat to view a list of 14 commands. Particularly helpful when I'm stuck. Today I'm trying to reach back your car's extended warranty. I. Oh. Ah. Very nice. Very interesting. I was hoping it would do, but okay. So it does that. So no items from here after all. Gotcha. Disappointing, more like. This guy's your codex guy. So I want to check something real fast. Here, because I remember there is a sort of modding system. Ode to Tempest swap. I only have two. There's a bunch of them. I like Ode to Tempest because they're kind of chunky. This is your stealth one. Cast magic dust. Enemies are blinded. They are vulnerable to attacks. Set free your trickster shadow, and turn invisible. Can I upgrade it? What can I upgrade to? Gain grace. Still don't know what grace does. Maximum life increased. Pound the earth with voltaic force. Deal additional voltaic damage on downed enemies. Rooted, grounded by a pack. Your defense against staggered is increased. When you fall, your sparrow has more time to get to you. And empty frames are weakened. Deal damage on smite. What's that? All souls were given. Regain life on smite. Courage. Latch onto your target with Sinsil Thread, fly far, and strike to deal additional voltaic damage. Your arcane powers recharge more quickly. So it sounds like these are just magic. Second gift. Gain spirit. I'll just increase that for now. Armor. Where's my weapon? Still don't know what these do. Arcanics. It doesn't tell you much anything. Combat arts. You may now parry heavy enemy strikes. Increased chance through a smite. Heavy attacks charge more quickly. Can I reset? So I think what they're doing is they're going towards the original intention they had for Warframe, which was this kind of nodal tree. Throw speed. Down enemies. Smite enemies when attacking down foes. We're just gonna I can just shit whip it at somebody a little faster. Fly blade, weapon, swap modes. What is mode? 3% attack damage. I don't have any other modes. That's great. I can. I got a frog. It increases my courage, so I guess we're just putting a frog in our stuff. Hmm. Hmm. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a bit more farming off stream in time. And I built multiple weapons because it's kind of like Zaws in a weird way when you also build weapons in Soulframe now. So very interesting with that as well. However, I'm gonna take off for now because my back is hurting, and there's just no real way to sit correctly right now and still not hate being alive. So thank you for joining me. The fact you're still here. My name's Brandir. I'm going to try and stream again for a little bit on Friday. If everything goes well, I'm hoping that's going to be our longer stream, but no promises.